Yo, what it is, fam, what it is. Yes, sir. We in here.
Yes,
Smackdown.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Bird, me and Bird, your hostess for the mostest. Smackdown Fight or Flight Friday Night Review. What's up, y'all? What's up, gang? We just want to introduce ourselves. We got a little short video for you. Here we go to go something like this. Get the video playing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in here. We in here. That is our intro video. We really appreciate y'all for joining us tonight. So, everyone
Yes.
who is not familiar with, this is how the format for our show will look from now on. This is called StreamYard. We are streaming to you on Instagram and YouTube live at the same time from StreamYard. So please continue to join us. We like this format a lot better. As you see, we got our background in the back. You know what I mean? We got the logo. We needed that. And we appreciate everyone for joining us. So without further ado, we got a special segment for y'all. We're gonna try to do this every Friday or anytime that we can. We got a special segment called Bird with the Word. Woo, Bird with the Word. Let us know something. Tell us the special news in wrestling this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As you said before, this will be something we'll try to do every week, every Friday. We're going to try to start the show off with it, or we might end the show with it. Either way, we're going to give it to you guys live and raw and uncut. Okay, today on the Bird with the Word show, we have 3 points that I'm going to be touching on. If you guys have any comments or anything, just let us know about it. First thing is, I would like to let everybody know that Roman Reigns has completed 1,300 days as WWE Champion. Yes, their tribal chief is getting closer and closer to that record. Also, Alicia Fox, now known as Vix Crow, is making her in-ring return after 804 days. It's good to see her back. I wish WWE would have kept her. Last but not least, this one goes to Ronda Rousey. Now, Ronda Rousey's been in the news almost all week. Now she's in the news for saying the reason why she retired from WWE because she didn't let them know that she had a concussion history. Also, that she also she said she would never ever return to WWE because it's a quote unquote shit show. Hey, Ronda Rousey, I probably speak from a lot of us out there that your character, you really didn't move us. We thanks for the moments that you had that you did gave us, but we're really not gonna miss you. But that was
That's
it for today for the Bird with the Word. And like I said, every Friday, I'm gonna be having something special for you guys every Friday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's also as respectful as possible because like I said, I like the Ronda Rousey as someone to come in and help boost ratings. But as a wrestler, it was kind of hard to watch sometimes, and not like she wasn't trying. I don't want to put that out like she wasn't giving it her all, but still, it's like they kept pushing Ronda in our face. They pushed her every time they got a chance, even if it was obvious that they shouldn't have. And
Right.
Her being gone don't really hurt anybody, and that's sad to say, but it truly doesn't. So I mean, best of luck to her. I wish she would have went to the indie scene first and improved, and then maybe went to NXT and then the main roster, and then it's probably a different story. But
True.
she didn't. She went straight to the main roster after having her two worst fights in MMA. So that was kind of she gave it a shot. We can say she gave it a shot. So, but best of luck to her, and that's it, man. We so appreciate you, Bird. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
without further ado, let's get into this Friday night Fight or Flight review for Smackdown. So, we kick off the show with a return that we've been waiting on. Now, this match is Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar. I personally thought
Yay.
I thought this. I wouldn't look. I'm not mad at that the match happened. I thought this was gonna be a WrestleMania match though, because with the way Ray is a sponsor, like we said, he's a sponsor wrestler, and Santos Escobar is coming up trying to letting people know who he is and being the ultimate one of the ultimate heels right now. Now their wrestling styles and that match that they actually can put on, they should have been a WrestleMania match, and they should have drawn this out till then, this match particularly, till then. So, in the beginning, you can see Ray hadn't wrestled in a little bit. He had a couple of slip ups, but then the match did pick up. It did pick up pretty good. It wasn't a bad match at all. Now, the thing that irritated me is the fact that Dom had to interfere at the end of the match. I thought we finally got Dom good enough to where he didn't have to interact with Ray for like ever. Like they didn't have to even interact anymore unless they just cross each other paths in like a tag match or a Royal Rumble, stuff like that. But for him to come interfere in this match is giving me Ray versus Dominic too. And last year that was a great match, and we waited on that. We wanted to see that. But now that Dominic has done way much more outside of Ray, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Oh, I don't feel bad about not wanting to see it. You can't keep on replaying the same thing over and over. You know what I mean? Every movie gets stale eventually, and this is starting to get stale. What you think, Bird?
Well, first of all, I want to respectfully disagree with you when you said it's starting to get stale. This shit been stale for a long time now. I want to just start that, just saying that.
Yeah.
Secondly, when I knew the match was happening last week. When I seen the match and it started to show up, I'm like, okay, maybe this is going to be a real good match. I mean, it wasn't trash, but
Uh huh.
it could have been better than what I expected. And
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think that this is the end of the feud. I really think it's going to end at WrestleMania somehow, or but putting Dom into the mix, I think they're trying to spice it up. They know that, like, look, it seemed like they wrestling every week. They have a
Mm-hmm.
match or something like every week, which is not bad. Being on the show every week is actually a good thing if the
Mm-hmm.
story is good. It's like they're slowly wringing it out. Just end it already, because they could have been did some things with the LWO and the
Yeah.
Phantasma group. They could have did that instead of doing the same old
Mhm.
thing.
Right.
So hopefully, I don't know what they got planned. I'm actually stumped on this. I don't know what they got planned. Um, but hopefully the ending will happen at WrestleMania, because it's only 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
I don't think that they would try to pull a new storyline and try to quickly make Dom versus Rey Mysterio, even though they put their foot in the door on doing that. But hopefully they do this story, they finish it out, strong, and they just end it.
Right. Right. I saw no point of Dom coming out tonight. Like I said, if they're not gonna do Ray versus Dom again, I literally see no point at all. I don't see no point of Dom tagging with Del Phasma. I don't see a point, man. Like you said. This was a great rivalry. Now they done turned into some bull crap, and they still ain't turned Carlito Hill. I don't like it. I don't
Yeah,
like
I
it. I don't
agree.
like anything about it. Turn Carlito Hill. Let him go against this group. He ain't got to be with Del Fast or whatever. He could just be by himself on a standalone hill because he's not working with LWO. Dom can stay with Judgment Day and his home hill thing away from Ray, and then Ray and LWO just continue to put on good matches against decent opponents. And that can all work out without them interacting with each other every single week.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
this
hopefully
is
they do.
true. Yeah, this is true. Like, and then I kind of like the fact that they didn't didn't have the LWO or or the Phantasma group out there. They gave them a break because we see them every week. So they gave them a break off the TV. I think that was good.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they built this matchup, it was like it's going to be a final chapter, and we all know it's not the final chapter. That was not the end of this story.
Yeah.
So I guess I just don't like how they built it up because of last week they made it seem like this is it. The final chapter. The Avengers versus Thanos type thing. So, but we all
Yeah.
know that it's not the end of the story. They're probably not even going to say anything about them next week, and then the week after they're going to pick it back up at the WrestleMania. I just don't think this is the end.
It probably ain't. He probably ain't. As you recognize, they ain't said nothing else about Carlito since he won the match.
Nope.
I just don't. I don't know. Hopefully they throw. Hopefully they get some exciting out of it, man. I'm just not seeing it right now. I'm really over it. And Ray one of my all time favorite rappers, and Dom is one of my all time favorite heels. But
Yeah, Dom
I'm
is
just
one of my favorites now.
this storyline though. But yeah, man. All right, cool. So next segment we had Bailey and Naomi in the back. Naomi was stretching or whatnot, getting ready for her match later on tonight. And Bailey comes up to her and, thanks her for her help. She's saying that, how she hasn't been able to make any friends since this whole thing happened and it's glad to have somebody. They did a little recap of what happened the week before. And then it was like they just had like a little pre-match talk. And then Bianca comes and tells her, hey, everything you get, you deserve. I don't F with you, pretty much. You know what I mean? I don't F with you. You know what I mean? I hope they beat you up again. Pretty much what she was
Mm,
saying. Then Naomi had to pretty much push her back and be like, hey, chill, chill, chill. And they go off to the distance. They end up talking later on. That was kind of a cool little segment. We all know what's gonna happen. Uh, and I can't wait for it to happen. But what do you think about this segment, Bert?
this segment was fire. I love this segment. And like you said, we all know what's gonna happen, and we all can't wait for it to happen. For the tag team that we all predicted that should happen and
Mm-hmm.
could happen is gonna happen. Hopefully, it all makes sense now that she's coming um, to SmackDown. And when I say
Mm-hmm.
she, meaning Jade Cargill, will now be officially a SmackDown superstar next week. This is real big news
Yep.
because now we can get the tag team with Naomi, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill
Yeah.
versus Damage Control.
What you call them, Black Girl Rock?
Yeah, this is gonna be a good match. I really think this is gonna be a good match, a good way to introduce Jade Cargill. And it's crazy. We all said on the Family Top podcast, all the members, we all agreed that she should come in like a tag team. She should tag team with Bianca,
Mm-hmm.
and they listen to us. So this is exciting. I'm really excited about it. And finally, they're giving Bailey uh, some type of shine. I think they was listening to us complain and listen to us how they were doing her. They're finally giving her some shine. That's good. I really think this match is really underrated. and they really need to. It's gonna outshine a lot of matches. This match is gonna be a 4 to 5 star match, I believe.
This I agree with you wholeheartedly, bro. I still don't think Bailey's getting as much time as she should. Even with tonight, she's the Royal Rumble winner. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Literally, the Royal Rumble winner usually is like the headline of every show, damn near. You know what I mean? But every
Hmm.
time she come out, I mean, she's getting it's good segments. It's great segments, but it's not advertised. Like we didn't think about this or seeing we did as a wrestling family, but they didn't advertise. Hey, Bailey's gonna be here next week. They keep saying Cody's gonna be here, Roman's gonna be
Hmm.
here, Brock's gonna be here. We already know they gonna be here. God dang it, they didn't win the World. Well,
Yeah.
Cody, the other ones didn't win the Royal Rumble. You know
Yeah,
what I
and
mean?
then they announce every time, like when Bailey come out, they don't even announce that. And I really think they're disrespectful because every time Cody comes out, every time that guy hits the stage, they let us know
That
that
guy.
he is he is the last year and this year's Royal Rumble winner.
Yeah.
Every time. It doesn't matter if they're showing him backstage or if he's coming out to the ring. They remind us,
Uh huh.
and that's not fair because Bailey is one of the pillars I think in the new era now that helped the women's division where it was dead in my opinion.
Uh huh.
Like so to do
Yeah.
her like that is really insane.
She is the reason why EO Sky is champion. She's the reason why Dakota Kai is still relevant. And
Right.
and and whether they want to admit it or not, you get it wrong. Kyrie Sane was great, but the fact that she took her out and they joined, she had to come back to join Damage Control. That still puts a good element, another element to Kyrie Sane, which automatically draws Oscar in. They all are revolving around Bailey. And it's
Hmm.
ridiculous. Like I said before, she is literally the female Roman Reigns. Everybody's story is revolving around her. Naomi's coming back. Guess whose story she's being revolved around right now? Bailey. You got you,
Yeah, you're
you
right.
got Jay Cargill coming back. Whose story is in the middle of it? Bailey. Oh, we even got the EST who don't look like she was gonna have a WrestleMania match. Guess whose storyline they throwing her into? Bailey. Okay. Everybody's getting some WrestleMania shine right now, women wise, on SmackDown because of Bailey. All right. So let's just give her they should she should be amped up more, in my opinion. Hopefully they do something with it. I don't know. When Bianca later on, Bianca and Naomi got to talking, and Bianca and Bailey, I mean Naomi, Bianca was like, "Hey, you shouldn't be helping her. Forget her." But Naomi was like, "Hey, I understand what you're saying. She was wrong, but hey, I'm just gonna try the right thing, and we can't beat them by ourselves. They take us out one by one." And she's right. Whether you want to admit it, whether she wants to admit it or not, Damage Control gonna be taking people out one by one, and you keep on being separated all you want. We're gonna get knocked down every week. You keep on.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
kind of the message that he threw to us. So, oh, I can't say what happened right now during that match, but that's pretty much just throwing emphasis or foreshadowing something that's gonna happen later on. Also in this segment, we had Cody Rhodes in the background signing autographs. It was kind of funny to me. Once again, another
Yeah.
Cody moment we didn't need. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of funny to me. But yeah, we're gonna get something good out of this, man. Like you said, we all excited for this. This Black Girl Magic, whatever they want to call it. I don't know what they're gonna call the actual group. If they stay together as a group, you know how much merchandise they're gonna sell, bro. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, but they're not gonna keep them. They're not gonna keep them together for that long.
Hmm.
I like if they do. I say I give them. They're gonna be friends. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
so that's the only way I can see it happen because if they don't do it that way, that means somebody got to turn a heel and leave them, and they don't. They not none of the three are turning heel. They're all gonna
Um,
be babyface. So
I mean,
the thing,
Jay technically could, technically, but I don't think she will right now. I think that'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah, no, she definitely could. No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't right now. They're all gonna be babyface.
yeah,
So the thing I think is they're gonna have this WrestleMania match hopefully, and then they're just gonna celebrate and then branch off, and then somebody's gonna pick on one of them out of them, and then that's how they're gonna branch off into their one on ones. Because
yeah,
otherwise they're gonna have to make somebody turn heel, which will make no sense. Not
yeah.
right now.
I think Bailey's gonna end up with the championship after WrestleMania, and that will probably be what causes them to have separate matches against Bailey, like going for the title type of thing, or even against
Yeah.
each other. Going trying to go for the title, trying to get number one contender spots. So hopefully they keep it going. I like it. I like it a lot.
Hmm.
It's
I
the
agree.
best. It's the best storyline going right now. Since they didn't do Chad and Gunther, this is the best storyline going. Right. So
Hmm.
yeah, yes sir. So man, next segment we had Austin Theory and Grayson Waller coming to the ring. They went against the OC. When I saw who they were going against, I immediately knew.
Yeah, me too.
I saw the
Me too.
match, but I didn't have to. I knew who was gonna win, and I knew it went exactly how I thought it was gonna go. I thought they're gonna let the OC get a lot of shine because they're around the world they're known, Bullet Club and all that. So they're gonna let them get a lot of shine. They're not gonna let them look bad. And Waller and Theory were gonna win in some type of heel way. Exactly like I
Hmm.
said. I swear to God, Bird, I said it in my mind, and it happened. He got the pin with the foot on the ropes, and he held his foot down on the rope. Exactly like
Hmm.
I thought of, man. And don't get me wrong, the OC are a great tag team. They wrestle great, and they shine all through this match. Like Carl Anderson
Hmm.
looked like he was gonna win the match by himself at points of time.
Yeah.
But we're wrestling fans. We ain't stupid. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I knew Waller and Theory were gonna advance. Now the people who they're going against, we're gonna talk about that later on. I hope they win because they would be more exciting to see in this match. But me personally, I think I can't really talk about Gwen at that part, but the other opponent they're gonna go against for that last spot, I think they'll be
Uh-huh.
more exciting. What do you
I
think?
agree. I agree. I
Cool,
agree.
cool.
This
Also,
match, yeah, yeah, that match was easily told. We knew who was gonna win that.
hmm definitely for sure. Also, I'm gonna throw this small little nugget out. They keep saying it's just gonna be like whoever wins this tournament is gonna win the final spot. But I mean, win the spot in the tag match. But then there's another spot open after that, y'all. All the Raw spots have been filled. If they only have two SmackDown people, I really think, and this is just my opinion, for people who don't know, with AEW right now, they don't. The Hardy Boys are now on their roster. Technically, Matt's contract was up and Jeff's contract was up. I don't think they're resigning. By WrestleMania, they can make an appearance. I'm just throwing that out there. Not saying I want to see it. I love the Hardy Boys. I swear to God, I do. But Jeff needs to retire. It's. I know you
Matt
don't watch
need to
that much
retire, if
AEW.
anything.
Bird, you don't watch that much AEW. It is it for Jeff. Like I'm scared to see this man jump off anything at this point because he don't land right no more.
Mm.
He don't. He
You know,
looks.
I thought it was it for him when he was in TNA. So yeah, I can only imagine.
I mean, he can't. When he came at WWE, he was still straight. Until I guess he started doing drugs here and there, and got a concussion on his last show there. But his AEW flops or mess up, man, have looked at painful where he literally legitimately could have got hurt. Now the last
Ooh-wee.
match, he got kicked in the head at the finisher move. But from what we know, from what was told, he already had a concussion before then. He just needs to retire.
Yeah,
Whether it's his
that's
fault
what I
or
read
not.
too.
Whether it's Jeff's fault
Uh,
or not, you're still getting hurt all the time, and it don't look. It looks painful. Just
yeah,
stop.
yeah. I seen that when he broke his nose or whatever, got his nose broken. I don't it things like that when it's that's like mid. Don't nobody plan for nothing like that. I'm glad that he's okay now, and I don't think things like that uh be on purpose. Now, don't get me wrong. Wrestlers do give receipts now. Let's not get it
Oh,
twisted. We keep it real on the FTW podcast. They
yeah,
give receipts, and I'm
yeah,
not saying that was a receipt. I'm just saying you can't really blame people for stuff like that. And and I seen it, like I said, and it looked like it was an accident.
yeah.
But yeah, Jeff needs to retire. They both need to retire, in my opinion. And
Jeff,
maybe you're right. Maybe this would probably be the nice retirement match for them. So
Jeff,
I don't
Jeff
know.
was sure needs to retire. Even if I keep seeing Matt wrestle, I know Matt can probably put on a decent match without dying. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sure Jeff won't die. you know, You- when it's at that point, we're like, is he gonna live? It's
yeah,
done with. It's done with.
yeah.
But yeah, man. Hopefully, like I said, man, it's one more spot after the. We're gonna talk about the people who got into the next spot later on. But after this, it's one more spot. It may be the Hardy Boy. I think it will be because I don't know who else they will be. If not the Hardy Boy, they're gonna end up throwing some teams together to go in there, and they probably already got a plan without telling us type stuff. Or maybe a surprise NXT team. I don't know. We'll see.
Hmm.
We'll see. I think whatever team it is, they don't deserve to be there. I'm just gonna say it respectfully. If it's not a SmackDown team, because you see all these SmackDown teams that lost, all these teams, actual real teams,
Hmm.
like Pretty Deadly, whoever went and lose this next match, AOP, LWO, all these actual Del Phantasma, all these actual teams that are losing that could be in this match. I don't get why you would throw any other team in there that shouldn't be. Like it makes
Hmm.
no sense, but they're gonna do it. They it does it. So hopefully it's a good team. Just hopefully it's a good
Yeah.
match. Uh, Next we had a Braun Breaker video that pretty much this song. Braun Breaker's the beast. We already know that. Give him a good opponent. I don't want to see him in no more squash matches. I don't want to see him in no more hype up things. We already know what he is and what he's doing. Uh, had him lose that title, the tag title. I know y'all just being nice to Corbin. I feel like they were. So Brian, I'm pretty sure he's not mad about having the NXT title, but he didn't need it at all. So let's get him into a real storyline. He could have been in a storyline against Omos or Dominic Mysterio, respectfully, right now. I
Uh,
feel like it could have.
Almost, I would say no, just because that you, Omos is not losing to Braun Breaker. I'm sorry. He'll have to hit him with 100 spears. It's like I wouldn't believe that. I wouldn't believe that, and that would really. And I like Omos as a character, and I don't want them to. Hell, they don't even have him on TV like that. I know he probably do house shows and all that, but he don't be on TV. And I don't want them to destroy his character. And they
I
trying to
think
build Brian Breaker back up because they dropped the ball on him a long time ago. So I guess they trying to remind people, who he is, or I guess trying to make him care again because they really dropped the ball on him a long time ago. So
but you
and
see,
Dominic Mysterio, yeah, that I can see that working.
yeah, you see, that's what they had really said they were going to do when they said they're dropping Brock. When Brock got dropped from WrestleMania, they said they're going to put Braun Breaker in all of Brock's spots. All they did was put him in the Royal Rumble spot and then they changed everything up. You know,
Mm.
I don't. I think that it should have just literally just put Braun Breaker in those spots, which literally would have been a feud with Dominic and Elimination Chamber. And if they didn't want to go with that, the reason why I said Omos because he eliminated Omos. So that could have been a feud
Oh
right there.
yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
You know, there's just two things they could have went with other than give him squash people. I don't like that he squashed that guy who they drafted last week or the
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
both
That was
4 second
crazy.
match. That was stupid.
Hmm.
I don't know if that was because The Rock went over or what, but I just know they drafted that guy, and I keep forgetting his name right now. Something Chin, something. But he's actually a good wrestler, like a legit wrestler. Can go in the ring with anybody. He even looks the part, and they squash him in 4 seconds. Make squash matches are so fucking annoying to me. I swear to God, I
Yeah,
don't know what it does for anybody.
they don't do nothing but bury. They doing to try to build up the character. They don't do nothing but bury people. And then
They
if they
don't.
do it, they don't do it to every character. Every character don't need a squash match like that. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? Like it's like every character don't need it.
I don't even think it helps the person who's doing the squashing because it don't show that you can wrestle. It don't show that you can
Right.
wrestle. It shows you got a powerful move off, and it's the end of the match, and somebody can't kick out to the three, or they got tapped real quick. It don't show that you are a good wrestler. Only person that squash matches worked for was Brock Lesnar when he first came. Okay, nobody ever seen somebody that big and quick and that move the F5. He
Hmm.
literally went like a month where if he hit the F5, they called TKO on the match. He didn't even get to pin him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that
They even had that on the game.
yep, yep. Hit that F5, it was over with, boy. Like literally. It was it was literally the only time squash has kind of worked for a character. Other than that, I mean, of course Goldberg, but they didn't really work for Goldberg.
uh,
He did.
oh
It just
yeah.
made it work for him. But real wrestling fans know that all those matches were not good that he squashed people in. I ain't like when he squashed The Rock. I ain't like when he squashed Bray Wyatt. I ain't like when he squashed what was it, Dolph? Did he squash Dolph Ziggler too? I didn't like none of it.
Who? Goldberg.
Yeah, I didn't like none of that.
Yeah.
Like just
Kevin. You can't forget Kevin Owens either. That
Kevin
was here.
Owens. He squashed Kevin
That was in
Owens.
my that was in my hometown. It was at a pay per view over the limit.
That was
I had went to that. Yeah, he squashed Kevin Owens for the belt.
he
It
did the
was a
same
dumb squash
thing.
too.
He did the same thing to Bray Wyatt. Like
Yeah, it was
those
it
two
was a
characters.
dumb squash, dude.
Say it again.
No, I'm saying it was a dumb squash to Kevin Owens.
Oh my
That
God.
it was like he just went out of the ring, out the ring 2 or 3 times, and then when he finally got in the ring, he speared him and pinned him. Like,
Oh my God. That was one of the most cringiest things ever. And then when he did the Bray
mhm.
Wyatt, he didn't just do it to Bray Wyatt. He did it to the Fiend, who's been kicking out
I
of
know
everybody's finishers.
that they really messed up on that too. The Fiend was supposed to be unstoppable,
Unstoppable.
but
Like
you know.
the Fiend like 5 times for he got him now. Seriously.
Mhm.
1 or 2 spears, bro. Oh my God. I can't tell you how mad that made me. That's literally around the time why I stopped watching wrestling for a while. For real. That wasn't the only reason why. But literally for a good 4 years, I didn't watch much wrestling at all. I didn't. I wasn't. It just got too irritating to me. You know what I mean? It was a PG era.
Mhm.
Goldberg was back. I got sick of seeing John Cena all the time. You know what I mean? It was just too much going on.
Mhm.
So I had to stop watching for a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah.
um, I don't want them to keep throwing squash matches to Braun Breaker. Get him somebody he can work with that's gonna have to throw a good storyline outside of NXT. He can't do nothing more in NXT. He's signed to Smackdown. Y'all still got him working in NXT. Just quit it.
Crazy.
Damn. But yeah, that is what it is, man. Cool. So the next segment we had was pretty much one subject we hit on earlier. We finally had the match between Naomi and Io. Now, I kind of had a feeling Io gonna win this because she's the women's champion. It kind of makes no sense for her to lose right now, especially
Right.
since that she hasn't even had not only many victories, she ain't had many matches since becoming WWE champion. So I figured she wasn't gonna lose. Now, one interesting thing will happen while on her way to the ring, Io ran into Bailey and attacked her in the back, so she took her out. So we knew we weren't getting the interference from Bailey tonight. Um, and the match started, and this was match of the night, in my opinion. It was really, really good back and forth. EO show why they give her that name, Empress of the Sky. Naomi was doing her
Mhm.
thing. Naomi is fine. Like just her build, amazing. It is crazy.
I
She looked
agree.
like a Speed Racer character tonight with her clothes. Also,
Mm.
her entrance, probably one of the best women's entrances I've ever seen.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it was a great match, man. I really enjoyed it from start to finish. Now, uh, as Naomi looked like she was about to win, of course, damage control came down, distracted her. Was able to pull her down. Excuse me, pull her down off the ropes, whatnot. Did she what she do? DDT or something like that? She did something. I forgot it. Got her position. She gave her that pretty moonsault. And it was over with from there. And of course, they were gonna jump her after the match. That's damn control MO. They start jumping her. Then we hear Bianca Belair's music. She comes down and immediately start wrecking shop. She was beating up all four of them for a little bit until eventually number games catch up. So they eventually started beating them down, and uh, damn control stood tall at the end. What do you think about this match and little segment afterward, Bird?
Yeah, it just shows that damage control is the control right now. I like the match though. I like it shows both sides, Io and Naomi. I like the match from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but it, like I said, the whole thing it just shows damage control is just in control right now. Even though Bailey is not in it, they really hold things down. And yeah, like I said, this is gonna be a good match at WrestleMania, and I can't wait.
Yep. You show right about that. Now, the way that we know Jade's gonna come into this feud, first of all, a few weeks ago she ran into Damage Control and she looked at them. She had them shook a little bit for a second. And then afterwards, she tweeted, "They ain't right what EO them did. Somebody need to teach them a lesson." And we ain't seen them since. But I don't think it's
Hmm.
coincidental that right after this happened, they had a Jade Cargill video come up showing how dominant she is and saying that she's going to officially be there next week as a SmackDown superstar. I'm telling y'all, we keep saying that this is going to be it. This is going to be it.
Hmm.
And like we said, we can't wait. It's going to be Death Control or Kabuki Warriors and Dakota Kai. And they're
Yeah.
gonna go against Naomi, Bianca, and Jay, and I can't wait to see this match. Hey, this match may match not match of the night. I think match of the night, me personally, probably be Jay and Jimmy, and then right next to them is
And
gonna be Bailey and Io though. I feel like it.
yeah, I feel like Io and Bailey gonna take match of the night, and then after that, yeah, I don't want to say the tag team because that's like an obvious. That's
That's gonna be
obvious. That's gonna be good.
that's gonna be good.
So, besides Bailey and Io, I'm gonna say Seth Rollins and
Drew,
Drew McIntyre is gonna be good.
yeah, that's gonna be pretty decent too. I think that match is gonna be better than Cody and Roman, respectfully.
Yeah, just because we've seen Cody and Roman on the big stage already. It's gonna be like, how can you top that? Even in, that was a good match. Good match, great ending. Now you gotta do it all over again times two. You see how they
Right.
had to make him win the Royal Rumble all over again, try to make him build to be a bigger babyface and the babyface, to go against Roman Reigns. But I guess it worked in some ways. But if they would have did it right, they wouldn't have had to retrace their steps and redo it all over again.
Thank you.
But I guess that's another subject for another time.
I feel like I keep saying this till he hears me. Y'all should have had The Rock win the Royal Rumble. It was a boring Rumble. Should have just had The Rock win it. He would have got a big pop coming out, and everybody would have loved to see The Rock, and then he would have won. Then we could have got Rock and Roman, and this dumbass tag match wouldn't have to exist. Should have pretty much just won this match for The Rock and have a match. I don't care about this tag match. I can't stress it enough. I don't care about it at all. And this crazy comes from me. I'm a very big Rock fan. I don't want to see this match. I'm gonna watch it. I'm a journalist.
It's gonna be only reason it's gonna be interesting is because somebody is. We already got the sense that somebody is gonna turn on somebody, and but we already been saying this though.
Mm-hmm.
When we first found out about this tag, we already on the FPW podcast, we already know that okay, somebody's gonna turn, and tonight, we kind of got confirmed. It's somebody's gonna turn.
Yeah, it's gonna be somebody. We're not 100% sure, but it's somebody for sure. So we're gonna keep an eye out for that, man. Yeah. So, all right, man. So after this Jay Cargill video, man, we saw they went to commercial and they came back. We had another Bray Wyatt tribute, man. That was big, bro. They came back from commercial and the whole building was lit up with the fireflies this time. And I like that, man. I love that they give Bray Wyatt his memories right now. Also, another thing, they may not induct him this year. He probably gonna have to wait till next year. I don't think that's 100% confirmed, but it's a thought process right now. They need to hurry up and make their mind because it's 3 weeks away. But
right.
They might not induct him this year. I think it's simply because the people who they are inducting. Like, this is one of the reasons why last year Batista didn't get inducted, because they wanted to induct Rey Mysterio, and they didn't want any shine to be taken away from anybody. So if they do elect Batista this year, I believe that's why they would hold back on Bray. Everybody knows Bray's gonna make it for sure, but they don't want two big legends as far as the current people wrestling now names to outshine anybody. If they did Bray Wyatt now, Batista's not gonna get any shine at all. And he already is still a little PO with the way they brought him back last time and got him booed.
That's not. I mean, yeah, but you can't get mad off of that, man. Yeah, that's shit you gotta understand. You in the wrestling business. They control it. They got the keys to the car.
From what I saw, he understands it, and he doesn't even disagree with the fans. He's mad at WWE because they were obviously they got him and Ray booed that night, and they kept getting them booed, but it wasn't their fault. Like, literally, they should have just had Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble, or even at least make an appearance like everybody wanted. They didn't even put him in the Rumble, which pissed everybody off. And now Batista and Ray were the main ones had to deal with the boos for a while. But hey,
yeah,
like you said, that's show business.
Yeah.
But that's why he's mad at WWE. He's not mad at fans. He's still mad at WWE. Because, Batista was Batista. Before then, Batista, he came to Wrecking Shop and he had all the fans were on his side for almost his whole career. Especially as soon as he left Evolution, so he wasn't used to that at all, and it got on his skin, and rightfully so. So, if they do elect Batista in, they don't want to mess it up. That's what I'm saying. So, I think they're just seeing which one of them they're gonna do this year, because they're definitely not gonna do both of them. They already got Paul Heyman there, and he gotta make sure he don't take up everybody's shine. Which he's gonna take a lot of shine, and
Yeah.
rightfully so. So we'll see how they do with that, man. Like I said, great tribute to Bray Wyatt. Next thing we had Bianca in the backstage. She was helping out Naomi get the mist out of her eyes. I love how they play this mist, man, whether it's red, green, blue, yellow, or whatever. They didn't make it like the most powerful stuff ever. She was trying to help get the water out. I mean, get the mist out of her eyes. And Tiffany comes by and said, "Hey, that's a good look for you." Well, she's already went against Naomi, so I'm pretty sure next week we're gonna get Bianca versus Tiffany. I can't wait for that, man.
Yeah,
I
me either.
can't, I can't wait. That's a WrestleMania worthy match. And if they have it next week, I'm
Mm.
gonna be tuned in. Tell you that.
If they do have it next week, they need to save it and build on it, and then play it at WrestleMania.
Ah, they're not gonna do that. Tiffany ain't even no storyline for WrestleMania. She's probably not gonna have a WrestleMania match, to be honest. 'Cause I don't see what match
Yeah.
she could have at this point. There's no match she can have. So unless they introduce a mid title and say, hey, the first champion gonna be at WrestleMania, we're gonna have a tournament for it type thing. Something like that. But I doubt they do. They do
Hmm.
close to it. They probably do that like the Raw after Mania, announce something like that. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Hopefully they do have that match. So all right, cool. So next step we had, man, we had KO. Talking. Speaking of KO, we just got to talk about it. Kevin Owens and they're talking to Nick Aldis about what were we talking about at first? Uh, what he talking about? Oh, he was talking about his match at WrestleMania. You know how he didn't know about it, but he's in it now. So he was talking to him about it, and then Pretty Deadly pretty much interrupted him, saying, "Hey, it's a tragedy that we're not in the match like we should be for WrestleMania." And then he's like, KO, like, "Hey, we're talking about something. You know what? Hey, I'll beat both of you guys." And I had a pretty good partner a couple weeks ago. I had to think about it. I'm like, which one? Because he been tagging with some people. But then I should have
Hmm.
known Randy Orton. That was the only one relevant to even talk about. So we got Randy Orton sighting, and they both challenge Pretty Deadly next week. That's gonna be a pretty good match in my opinion. Um, More than likely, Randy's gonna win. He ain't took a loss since he got back, other than at Royal Rumble. So
Hmm.
I think it's gonna be a pretty dope match. And like I said, bro, I really like Pretty Deadly as a segment. Whatever they do, it be funny or it's a good match. Me and Bird already
Hmm.
stated we didn't like them at first, but
Yeah, they had to grow on me.
I can't deny that they are entertaining. So
Yeah,
that's
they are.
so yeah, we're gonna get that match next week. See what we had next. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, next thing we had, man, we had a little segment where AJ Styles was to have like a at home interview, talking about his coming up match for with LA Knight. LA Knight decides to crash the party. He pulls up at his house, and they pretty much get to fighting in the yard. They get to fighting in the yard, and somehow I guess the wife supposedly called the police, and LA Knight gets arrested. Uh, Storyline wise, LA Knight he went to jail, but who did AJ Styles supposedly dropped the charges, and they let him out. So they're just building on that, making it a little more interesting. Don't get me wrong, I like AJ Styles, and I really, really like LA Knight. LA Knight's probably my favorite wrestler currently. This match,
Mm.
I'm not saying I'm not excited to see it. I'm just,
Hurt
I
to
don't know
see
what to expect from it. I say that.
Oh, go! I'm going with AJ Styles, even though I know LA Knight probably gonna pick up the win, but I'm going with the phenomenal one. This is his last run. I think after he do all this and get his last little run, I think he's gonna really retire. So I really want him to go out on a high note. Probably not get a WWE championship or nothing like that. Even though I think the way he's going now and the character he's doing now, he can definitely have another run with the belt. for about 2 or 3 months or whatever that case may be. But I really want to see him go out on the high note because he's a really decorated and phenomenal, no pun intended, superstar. So,
Has he won the tag titles in WWE?
uh, I want to say yes.
With who?
I want to say Omos when
Oh
he
yeah, they
introduced
were.
Omos.
It may have. It may have. I have to look it up. It may have. I forgot him.
Um, and
Was it?
then I don't know if he had it when he was teaming up with the OC. I don't think
I,
they had. He had.
I don't think so. I don't think him. I think the OC may have got it for a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, is that if I'm wrong, please
No,
don't.
no, the OC had they've had the belts uh, before,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
Raw at least.
Yeah.
I know for a fact.
I thought so. I thought so. Okay. So yeah, man. Like I said, when I say I don't know who's respect for the match, I don't know the quality of the match. These two styles. This is not a rivalry that we all really wanted to see right now. At least, this is like an old TNA rivalry. Um, we all wanted. I know I personally wanted maybe Randy, KO, and AJ Styles in like a number one contender match, and then actually have LA Knight and Logan Paul go for the title. I thought that would have been made way more sense in my opinion. But this is the right they're going with, so we're gonna see. Uh, this can mess around and be like the second or third best match because of the quality. But at the same time, it can mess around and not be that good of a match. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be bad at all. I just don't want them to hype this up and it not be what we want it to be. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, exactly. I know exactly what you mean. But these are two good superstars. They're red hot, especially LA Knight. It's gonna
Mhm.
be like really. It's gonna be really kind of hard to really not have a good match. I mean, not saying they're gonna have a great match, but the elements that's in this match it's
Mhm.
kind of hard not to have a good match. I'll be shocked if the match was lackluster. I really would.
Right, right, right. For sure, for sure. We'll see, man. We'll see what we get with it, man. All right, cool. So technically, next match we had was the main event. We technical about it. Uh, we had the Street Profits versus AOP. And this is what we talked about from earlier when we had talked about the WrestleMania ladder qualifying matches. Uh, Street Profits picked up this win, and I feel like they needed it badly. If AOP would have beat them again, I would have been saying, what are we doing here? All right, we can't get a win in Black History Month. We can't get a win outside of it. It just would have been redundant at that point if AOP would have won. I'm glad they won. Now let me say this:
Yeah.
they need to separate. Street Profits need to separate. I saw more in this match than anything. I saw that Angelo Dawkins would be able to hold his own. Maybe not on the mic. Maybe he should go on with Amos and MVP and maybe Bobby. Maybe all of them can be together or something. Hell, maybe even Street Profits don't really even gotta break up. But my Dawkins can hold his own as far as giving us some quality matches if he was by himself. Now, Montez Ford
Mm,
is the absolute star to the fullest. He's LA Knight type, AJ Styles in his prime type, The Rock with RVD athleticism type. This is ridiculous to keep on waiting on it at this point. He's shining so bright. And he probably didn't do as many moves as Angelo Dawkins, but his character and his flash of athleticism and his look, I can't see how y'all keep on holding him down. This is Shelton Benjamin with better mic skills and more appeal. If that makes sense.
yeah, that makes 100% um,
It's just way
sense.
too obvious.
But Sheldon Benjamin was good in the ring. Now, I mean, let's not. He was good in the ring, and He held his own, and he was multiple time Intercontinental champion. So,
And you were champion.
and yeah, and tag champion, and only thing he really didn't get was the main. But a lot of great Hall of Fame superstars don't get the main. So that really doesn't, to me in my book, that don't really make you. That's just a notch on the belt of so many notches that you can get. So just because you don't get the main championship doesn't mean you're not a Hall of Fame
I
superstar in
feel
my
like,
eyes.
yeah, no, you can be Hall of Fame without it, but it's some people who, if they don't get it, they drop the ball on, like WWE or that company drop the ball on them. You know what I mean? Drop the ball, they fumbled the bag with them. I don't think they fumbled with Shelton because Shelton said himself he was an absolute great wrestler, but not a great superstar. And that
Mm-hmm.
was a perfect quote from him. He wasn't the guy who you can put the belt on and say carry the company, get on the mic, do this or whatnot, be a dominant champion. He wasn't gonna be like that. So that's one of the reasons why it took so long for even Kofi to get where he was at, even though he was extremely over. They didn't know if he could get the title and carry the company. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just hard for some people, but I absolutely believe if Montez Ford was by himself, or even just they don't really even have to separate them. Montez Ford could just go on a separate run and just have them support him. Matter of fact, that'd be better because you have a faction behind them, kind of like most
Mm-hmm.
dominant champions. You know what I mean? Who is it again? What's his name? Roman got that bloodline. Gunther right now. He got Imperium. Even when Kofi was champion, he had New Day. You gotta have the people behind you. You feel what I'm saying? Like it kind of makes sense. You're gonna have people behind you. Montez Ford has every single thing you want, literally. If
Mm-hmm.
you tell him to go out there, get on the mic, and cut a good 5 or 10 minute promo, he can do it right now. I think against anybody. I don't think nobody who he gonna sit there and like freeze up against. They need to do this. I hope they are starting to try to do it. I don't know if you saw the little promo, but a couple weeks ago, Karen Cross, after they laid out the Pride, Karen Cross said in the backstage little segment, he was like, "Hey, uh, they all concerned about winning the match, but look who's laid out right now. Bobby, you won the match, but you laid out. You're only like a winner right now. Matter of fact, it used to be a new leader of the Pride, and that's literally the first time anybody on camera have referred to them as the Pride when Karen Cross did it a few weeks ago. Um, he was like the new leader of the Pride should be Montez Ford, but he can't do it when he's dragging Dawkins and Bobby not letting him shine. I'm just saying what everybody's thinking. He literally said that on camera. It's literally what everybody's thinking. Let's go ahead and do this. you know, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Especially when Karen Cross says stuff. Karen Cross is saying stuff and it comes true in the future a lot. So they're probably about to do it. What you think? You think they should? They shouldn't? What you think?
Yeah, they should. Go ahead. I think it'd be a good thing. We already kind of speculate. Why not?
hmm Hopefully they do it, man. Hopefully they do it. But for now, they trying to qualify for this ladder match. I hope they get in. And this ain't no offense to
I
them,
know.
huh?
No, I'm saying I know. I hope they get in too.
This ain't no offense to Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, but Street Profits would probably put on better spots. They already know what they're doing in them type of matches, and they haven't had any shine this year. They built up Hurt Business 2.0 or the Pride, whatever, way before. Gave them soups and everything with Bobby, and they ain't did nothing.
Hmm. And then destroyed it. Man, that was stupid.
They
I was
destroyed
pissed.
Hurt
I ain't
Business
gonna lie.
2.0, and they haven't done nothing with the Pride,
It was working.
huh?
It was working.
It was working. It was definitely working. Even when they were teasing Bobby Lashley joining with Omos and MVP. When they were teasing that, people were like, "Okay, yeah, let's do that," and then they didn't do it. So they
Hmm.
gotta pull the trigger of the Pride. I don't like the name of the Pride, but hey, do it though if you're gonna do it. Don't keep putting us in la la land with that. But hopefully they do, man. Hopefully they do. Our next subject, man, we had the segment. We had what everybody pretty much came to see. It was Roman Rose and Cody Rhodes had a face off. Uh, like like you said, that man Roman had some Spizikes on. Man, clean,
Mm-hmm.
red and black.
Yeah, yeah.
Pointed out to us. Tell some details about the bird.
Say it again. I hear the last part.
Details about the shoe. You
Oh, them
recognize?
Spizikes. Oh yeah, those are some limited edition Spizikes. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those are nice. Yeah, those not too many of those are out. Spizikes are one of a kind.
Mm-hmm. I know when I had about like I say about like 12 years ago when I bought them. I was like right after high school I think, and I bought them because shoot they had been sitting on the rack for a good while. I think it was Hibbit in El Dorado. They had them for a while, and they were red and black though. Like where Roman's black was tonight, it was red. So it was like
Mm.
I had them for so long. I had them for like good like 3 or 4 years. But yeah, they were some badass shoes. They were probably about 100. I spent like $160 for them, something like
Ooh,
that.
more. They more than that. Probably more than
Oh yeah, now they more
that.
than that now for sure. For sure, now they more than that now for sure. But yeah, I paid like 160 for them back then. So yeah, he had that shit on. What we saying? He had that shit on them shoes. And so if y'all recognize every time Roman makes an appearance, he got the same type of hoodie, but it always says something different. This today it said
Hmm.
family over everything or something like that. Is that what it said?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
something like that.
something like that. So if we're wrong, somebody correct us. But yeah, that what it said, man. It was a dope. It was dope, man. This may have been the first jump like just regular jumpsuit outfit that he may have been cleaner than Cody in his suit. Cody had on clean suit. Cody had on
Yeah,
pretty
he was clean. He was clean.
pretty nice suit. But the Spitz eyes put it over for me. But yeah, this they had a back and forth talk and whatnot, pretty much talking about that WrestleMania match. Roman started saying, "Hey, can you trust Seth?" He the one say he gonna be his shield. I was in the shield with him, and he turned his back on me. And then Cody gets talking about The Rock. He's like, "Can you trust The Rock?" He called himself the final boss, whatnot. Then Vince, of course, they exit the ring. Cody tried to shake his hand. He didn't shake it. He summoned the bloodline with Jay and Solo. Then right after, not Jay, I'm sorry, Jimmy and Solo. I'm so sorry, Jimmy and Solo. Then right after they get by Roman's side, then Jay and Seth come out of the crowd, which I expected that. If they didn't come out the crowd, I would have been surprised. But they came pretty much had Cody's back. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the only outfits that I can say I really dig from Seth Rollins because I hate his outfits. But tonight, Seth had like a red vest, some red pants on, towel on it, no shirt. Yeah, it was kind of fly tonight. Not gonna lie, I usually hate Seth Rollins' outfit. I
Yeah,
hate him.
his outfits be weird and crazy.
I hate him so bad. Like I don't care what he's talking about, but fashion. They just be bad outfits for me, in my opinion. But tonight, I like it was kind of clean what he had on. I went. I didn't mind it. Yeah, it was. That's how they ended the show. Pretty much with them having the show a stare down at each other. It was pretty dope, man. It wasn't too bad. Tonight's show I would rate it about probably 2.5 out of 5. It wasn't a terrible show. It just wasn't that many matches. That's the only thing.
Hmm.
So
Yep, that's exactly what I rated the same, about a 2.5.
mm-hmm. Yep. What was I think? I'm trying to think. 3 matches in all, and then one, two,
Um,
three,
four.
four.
One, two,
4 matches. 4 matches in all.
mm,
Yeah, 4 matches. 4 matches in the busted segment. So yeah, it wasn't too bad, man. They did pretty straight. Look like next week we got a good amount of matches planned. Look like they got a good amount, couple segments planned too. That's gonna look pretty dope. We probably get another Brown Breaker sighting. It's gonna be look like it's gonna be pretty decent. Smackdown next week. I'm ready to see it, but also overall, it's WrestleMania season, y'all. We got
Yes,
WrestleMania
sir.
coming up in 3 weeks, and we will be in Philadelphia. Some of the FTW podcast, man, we'll be in Philadelphia. We're gonna try to get interviews. We're gonna try to do everything we can to connect and make connections out there, man. We really appreciate y'all for joining the show tonight, like y'all do every week, man. We appreciate Bird for being here. I would
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
Boss Man, but he's not here. It's hard to find good help. All right. I'm just saying, Boss Man, we love you. Boss Man's a great guy, y'all. We appreciate him. Y'all, if y'all see him and talk to him, remember, he's the new upweight champion. Remember that.
Yes,
We
sir.
champions in Diamond Land. You feel me? We champions in FTW. We champions in everything that we do or strive to do. Hey, like I said, I always want to give special shout out to Bird every week, man, because you don't see his face on nobody else's show, but I'm technically don't see his face right now, but he don't join nobody else's show. But he joining ours, man. He doing it for y'all, man. He doing it for us, and we really appreciate it, man. We talk wrestling 6 days a week. The FTW. We got this show, our Fighter Flight Fridays. We collision shows on Saturday. Sometimes we do Sunday shows if it's a pay per view or some type of PLE. We cover that. We got Get Busy Monday with the Monday Night Raw review. We got the Get Litty Tuesday doing NXT. We got Mad Show. I think that's been hosted by Wicked and Bonafide now on Wednesdays for AEW. We got Thursday night where we got MTG Game and got his show for TNA. Then we also got Famous B doing his show. We always doing something, y'all.
Yes,
Please
sir.
continue to join us. Please continue to support us. I also post on our Facebook page whenever I get a chance to as well. I'm gonna start posting more content on there. Please bear with me with that, y'all. But like I said, we appreciate everything. We appreciate y'all for joining us tonight. Please tune in next week. Please tune in for the rest of our shows. Bird, what else you got to say, man?
Nothing. Just thank everybody for tuning in this week. Like I said, Bird with the Word will be every week from now on. So make sure you guys tune in for that, and just make sure you stay tuned with us.
Yes, sir. Hey, we truly appreciate y'all, man. We are out, man. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate you.
Good night.
I think we could just leave it. I think we could just leave it, Bird, on do the stream yard thing.
Um.
I think we just leave at the bottom. Okay, don't cancel.
Oh.
Okay, all
Okay.
right,
Sweet. Peace.
peace.